EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson on first down. It's caught by Roberts. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Complete to Seth Roberts. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Escaping the press, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7,
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Their boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Ravens.
Keep it rolling.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Maxwell score, Ravens 14. Seahawks.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll throw it with Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Domada Peko racks up the sack. On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, it's Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
So don't say nothing.
From midfield now, here's Wilson on the move to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line 36. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They run it with Carson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big effort that time out of Ingram. And even 50 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, able to get it.